Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today, we are talking about top-tier power. We are ranking the best premium artillery officers that can completely turn the tide of any battle. Are they worth your money? Let's dive straight in. Meet Silent Thunder, also known as Dai Gong. He is one of the most powerful premium officers in Warpath, built for one thing only: dominating the battlefield with devastating artillery. His tactical skill, Storm's Path, takes 8 seconds to charge, but it is absolutely devastating. At level 5, it unleashes a massive 2,000 damage coefficient on a single target. But here is the best part. When leading artillery, it deals extra area of effect damage to the target and up to 3 nearby enemies within 2 map grids. It completely wipes out grids in seconds. Next up is his passive skill, Measured Strikes. At level 5, it provides a perfect balance for your troop by increasing their damage intensity by 20%, while boosting their damage resistance by 10%. It makes your artillery hit much harder while keeping them safer on the field. Then we have his third skill, Highlander's Grit. While fighting in the field, it boosts your troops' skill casting speed by 12.5%. Making his tactical strike cycle much faster. On top of that, it grants a 10% critical strike chance for both normal attacks and officer skills, unlocking devastating burst potential. His fourth skill, Vast Horizons, is where the real destruction begins. At level 5, it spikes critical damage by an incredible 50% for both normal attacks and officer skills. Even better, it adds an extra 8% critical damage for every single map grid between your troop and the target. The further away they are, the harder they blow up. Finally, his awakened skill, Grim Resolve, turns your artillery into a moving fortress. It increases officer skill resilience by a massive 55% and boosts troop speed by 10%. Best of all, upon entering combat, it grants a huge 4,000 coefficient shield for 20 seconds. This completely protects your artillery from being easily taken down. And now, let's move on to the absolute best assistant officer to pair with him. Madame Vindicta, also known as Carolyn Heller. She is a top-tier artillery commander. When you pair her devastating skill damage buffs with Silent Thunder, your artillery becomes an unstoppable force. Her tactical skill, Punishing Shot, requires 8 seconds to prep. At level 5, it deals a massive 1,800 damage coefficient to a single enemy, jumping by an extra 25% when leading artillery. This works perfectly with Silent Thunder. His skill casting speed and critical buffs allow her to spam this massive strike much faster, unleashing a devastating burst combo that melts enemy defenses instantly. Her second skill, Loyal Battalion, focuses entirely on pure offense. At level 5, it boosts your troops' damage intensity by 15%, plus an extra 20% while fighting in the field. When you stack this with Silent Thunder's own damage intensity buffs, your artillery gets a massive 55% damage boost, making every single shot completely devastating. Her third skill, Iron Talon, is exactly why she is the ultimate partner for Silent Thunder. At level 5, when leading artillery, it boosts firepower by 10%, and increases the critical strike chance for officer skills by a massive 50%. This perfectly unlocks Silent Thunder's full potential, ensuring his devastating 2,000 damage tactical skill lands as a critical hit almost every single time. It is an absolute nightmare for your enemies. Her fourth skill, Unrelenting Will, rewards you for all that critical damage. At level 5, whenever your artillery troop lands a critical strike with a damage-dealing skill, it inflicts an extra 200 damage coefficient to the target. This effect can trigger once every single second. When Silent Thunder lands his massive AoE critical hits, this skill follows up instantly, keeping the pressure high and turning the battlefield into absolute chaos. Finally, her awakened skill, Ultimate Measures, delivers the ultimate tactical advantage. It extends the effective range of your artillery troop by one map grid. This is a massive game changer. Not only does it let you safely bombard targets from afar, but it also perfectly scales with Silent Thunder's fourth skill, maximizing his critical damage for long-distance shots. Together, they create the most lethal long-range artillery combo in Warpath. And now, as always, let's head into the live test to see just how powerful this duo is in action. The big question remains, can this lineup actually demolish and wipe out enemy player bases? Let's find out.
We are reloading! Run, Nathan! A storm is coming! Help me!
Are ready.
Katyusha! Ha ha! Kazaki, the Kazaki.
Commander, our garrison will defend us. Commander, our garrison will defend us.
Is that enough? Who is next? Center! Is that enough? Where is my car? I hate autumn. Can I get closer? Ready to cover them! Is that enough? Can I get closer? Ready to cover them! Is that enough? Well, let me do it. Who is next? Trust them! Trust them! I fear nothing! Is that enough? Now is the time! Charge! Go, go, go! This is only an appetizer. Ready to cover them! Trust! For you, for the ruler. Trust them! Let's rock! Now is the time! Trust me. Go, go, go!
Commander, our garrison